Good morning, YouTube. It is super early on a Saturday, 10:54 a.m. I was up early, but now I'm on the road and starting the video. Today we're going to Clayton's and we're gonna do some wiring, LS swap wiring, stuff that maybe isn't like obvious to some people that haven't done it before, because I mean, he needs help with it, so there's got to be some people. When you know a lot about a certain subject, it's easy to think that like some things are a given, but it's not always that way. The response to the last video was really good. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, you guys didn't reach 500 likes by Friday. This is Saturday morning, and I think it's at like 480 likes, 470. So the hair, I guess, is gonna stay. Honestly, I want to cut the hair. It's getting super annoying. Sure, it looks kind of cool, but I feel like I kind of experienced long hair now, and I'm kind of over it. But anyway, we can try that again on another video. Still, that was really good, and lots of comments. Lots about the Sonic Stang, which is understandable to be expected. I mean, I want to get it done too. This channel has always been about being real and showing like the real automotive processes, and I'm sure lots of you guys have projects yourself that are like, it's just like shitty because, I don't know. I just kind of hate that car for a couple reasons, but I do want to finish it, and it's just one of those nagging things. But like I said in the comment, it's also a take money project, whereas getting a C10, if you know of one, a 73 to 80 preferably, square body, getting one of those is going to be a make money project, because I don't plan to keep it. I just plan to like enjoy it a bit, share it with you guys in videos, do cool stuff with it, fix it up in the process, and then flip it, and then buy something else that's really cool that you guys want to enjoy and we can all have fun together with and all that great stuff. But the Sonic Stang will get done like while all this is going on. I can multitask, guys, trust me. It may not seem like it, but I actually can. I mean, I'm driving right now, right? So the other thing about the Sonic Stang is I don't really have a place to work on it. I'm always like working on it at friends' places. Right now it's in storage, and I kind of could go there and work on it, but like there's also lots of other nice stuff in storage in the same place, so like to be cutting, grinding, and welding, which is kind of the stuff I need to be doing. That's kind of where I left off, making the fuel regulator bracket. If you guys are unaware, the Sonic Stang had a small block Ford nitrous engine in it before, 434 cubic inch engine with a Sledgehammer Induction Solutions nitrous plate. It went 154 miles an hour, only a 935 because it spun a bit around the 60-foot area and I pedaled it. But yeah, it was a built car. Like we and the other guys built it to that level once, and now this is like a complete rebuild. That could also be another reason why I'm not like super excited about it. As far as the C10s go, you guys really gave me some good suggestions. I've gotten an email or two. If you guys want to send like, you know, info, you can comment under the videos. Obviously, we read all that, but you can also email the channel. There is a link on the channel page to contact us. You can send links for trucks for sale to there. I'm just getting some coffee for me and Clayton, and then we're gonna be out at the house of Horsepowers. All right, so we're about to do some wiring on this thing. All you guys seem to like the LS wiring videos. This one needs a lot of wiring.
We should have started right from scratch. Basically what we've done to this point is we went to lt1swap.com and we followed their pinout procedure for all the unused pins and sensors and whatnot. And then we mounted it in the car.
Clayton's wearing a suit today, guys. Look,
yeah,
a tie. But yeah, there has been clips of this harness in other videos at some points, and I mean, you guys are doing your own videos. I'm just gonna like cover the wiring that goes on today a little bit closer than they would, because especially when you're doing stuff, you don't really video everything. So I'm just gonna be the video guy today. If I'm correct, this wire tells the ECM what gear the transmission is in. Or park or neutral rather, because it uses that thing for some calculations. You can tune that out, but it'll have, you can like make it idle different depending.
Yeah, set your sitting and
timing
idling and park tune
fans and things. So we're gonna start doing the wires from under the dash that go to the transmission underneath. Start there. Clayton likes to start at the back.
Well, yeah, everything else is done. Otherwise, the transmission's all plugged in. O2 sensors are hanging and ready. Thought I threw the connector in here.
Oh, I got you.
Well, how much do you need to strip back? Quite a bit. Can you do that special little twist thing?
I'll show you how.
I should be letting you do this, but I'm too big here.
A little shorter than that. Yeah,
There?
about there. Maybe don't do it into the side glass.
Into the side glass.
Just the way you were about to pull on it, I was like, ah. I was just looking up here, and the stock truck harness, usually the ECM is here in the truck, and then it comes this way, right? So I was just making sure that each injector is kind of going to the right hole, the way it's lined up, and that side is good right now, but this side is reversed. So the one that would be in cylinder 1 here, this one is actually supposed to be cylinder 8 or whatever it works out to at the back. So I'm just going to label these now because these will have to get, this one is really cylinder 1, so this one will have to get lengthened, the other ones will have to get shortened or pulled back. Everything else is pretty much lining up though. This one for the alternator needs to be lengthened, so I'm going to start figuring that out. Clayton's going to start doing some expert soldering. Actually, aren't you the solderer, Riley? Yeah.
With the radio.
He's had more practice, so.
Oh, that's right. You did your stereo.
Yeah.
So you do this.
Also, the way I was able to determine that was just by the wire colors. They all have a pink wire for the power, but then they also have a control wire. And if you look on lt1swap.com, you can see which number injector is what color and figure that out for yourself. Riley's just about to do some soldering. I just showed him on one of the connectors, and the tips that I thought to mention while I was doing it. You want to make sure when you're wrapping it together, like the initial physical connection, you want to make sure that's pretty tight and not going to move on its own to begin with. And the solder is just like solidifying that. You want to make sure the whole thing is covered in solder. I was also mentioning you want to make sure there's no like jagged edges and it's very like tight braid like Riley did there. Because when you solder it and then go to put the shrink wrap on, you don't want like things sticky. It's hard to get the shrink wrap over. Also, you don't want pokies sticking out of the wires that might, you know, poke into other wires. And if you're being extra cautious about this stuff. Just got a soldering iron, cheap one that I've had forever. It's done probably about 20 harnesses. Some solder. Using the top of a paint, spray paint lid trick. Works good to hold it.
Just feed it onto the wire.
Yeah, you can kind of feed it onto the iron a bit if it's not, you know, melting quite how you want it to. That's the desired effect, basically. Nice.
Go a little more on there.
You do want to be careful not to like super overheat the wire, like have the iron on it for like super extended periods of time. What you did there is fine, but like, because you can kind of like burn the wires as well. Like a pro.
Pretty good.
Did you put the shrink wrap on?
That's the other thing too that I forget all the time myself. Over here, we took all these, you know, the truck injectors have those white plugs on them like that, like so, stick out of there. We took all those off. And we're going to just cut them smooth. The inside of this does kind of hold the wires in there. From looking at it, they clip on. So I don't want to not use them at all. Because it looks, you know, that's not good. Water can get in there and stuff, sorry. Burping, so yeah, we're just gonna make those nice and flush and it'll look nicer. And there's really not too much to do up here. Me and Clayton got all these injector plug plastic pieces cut down. I think it really looks slick. Just a simple thing you can do to make your injector plugs look better. Not have that big thing sticking out, especially with the LS intake. We just used the zip disc here to cut them. Then I used a bit of the 200 grit just like that, and then a bit of 800 grit like that, and then a bit of that. and they turn out really nice.
And it starts at XL Energy Center as home starts. Yeah, and how about, in 8 previous games against the Jets, a 198 goals.
You're grounded.
Average with 2 shutouts, so you
Get it.
certainly understand why.
Now we're getting to work on the grounds. They have these splice packs in the stock harnesses. They're kind of ugly and, make it hard to make everything flow nicely. So there's a bunch of ground wires here that need to have eyelets on them and be connected to the engine. We're just gonna do them to the back of the head so it's clean and make these really short. Clayton's about to put an eyelet on one of them, and then the rest of them we'll just have to figure out. There's some hanging off here that are cut. Probably don't need, we can just cut those all the way off. As long as you have one wire from this splice pack going to a good ground, then it grounds everything else. It's just like a big, they're all melded together there. Mind meld, like a Vulcan. Drink the whole thing, challenge? Ha.
That's all we can do.
We're wrapping it up today. Clayton did some amazing soldering,
Got some grounds
as
ready.
well as Riley did on the transmission part.
Yeah, Riley taught me everything I know.
Everything's basically more so laid out now, how it's gonna be.
A little more lengthening, a little bit of shortening. More shortening than lengthening, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
it's
the end
really
of
not
the
gonna
day,
be
it
too
doesn't matter.
bad.
You gotta cut and solder. And
Yeah.
And these injector ones, how I was saying they have to be like reversed, you can always just you cut it here, you can use this power wire for like any of them.
oh yeah, the power wire don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you still gotta lengthen one of them.
Well, one of them already reaches, it's just
I
not
see
with
what
the
you're
right.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're smart.
Well, I've done this a couple times, but not for a while, so I'm kind of rusty too. I always have to look shit up. There's a lot to know, a lot of stuff going on with these harnesses, but we got it mostly figured out. So now I'm gonna head back into the city and get some bacon, and then we're gonna party.
It's Rob's annual Merry Christmas party.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate Christmas like crazy tonight. So I usually make some sort of over-the-top meat-inspired meal for this Christmas party. We got some bacon. It's half maple bacon, half regular bacon. And then I got some buns somewhere, and I'm gonna make cheesy bread with them. I'm actually allergic to cheese, but I know it's really tasty, so for everyone else, Bacon City about to go down. So they turn out, guys, extra cheesy. I feel like cheese tastes good even though I don't know what it tastes like. It's getting later. We're partying it up.
Busy day tomorrow.
Busy day tomorrow. We're going to see some square body trucks for me. But before that, we're going to the junkyard for Clayton and Riley parts. And we're going to do a whole bunch more other cool stuff. And that video will be up the day after this or the day after next. So as always, don't subscribe. Don't you dare subscribe. Don't you dare hit the like button.
Like bank is full.
And don't share it. Because we want to just be here for you guys. I thought you were gonna fart. What are you doing?
Hiccuping.
Okay. Over and out. Say something exciting.
This is it for the video?